Welcome back, everybody. Let's talk about SMCI. Before we go further, remember our video here is just for education purposes and we don't provide any financial advice, and nothing shown here is guaranteed for profit or investment result. So let's get right to it and discuss SMCI because the price is doing all right and still holding the gain from the last few days. Yes, we down a bit 1%, but this is just a correction. Why and what I mean by that? Let me just lower here my video. Okay, now right now we can see it correctly. We see that SMCI pulling back to test this major support around 5150, and as we discussed before, we have this flag that we broke out from after we consolidate here since last month in June. We broke out from it at the 10th of July and we have a nice jump for it. However, right now we're pulling back because of course we have to test the breakout here, and maybe we might have a little pullback more to fill the gap that we did early on this week around the 50-60. So even if we pull back toward the 50-60 is not a problem here for SMCI, and is still on the right direction to go toward the $58, which is the main resistance for this month, and of course the turning point for SMCI to go toward the 66, 75, and maybe even the $100 before the end of this year if everything went right and the right direction. So how are we going to confirm that, and how we gonna see that the price will continue to go higher? Let me just give you an example. Before, when we got a major jump for SMCI was in 2023, and you see what's happened here. The price go up here, consolidating, and then go up again. But the turning point happened in 2024 in March, and we have a huge dip. Then the reverse, the split happened, and this has changed everything and reverse. And right now we technically above the reverse split, or the split price back in 2024 in October over the $50. However, as we discussed before, we need to go over the 58 and of course potentially over the $66 to go again toward the $100, which is the main target right now, for my opinion. Not the $100, but the $96. But for now, we got a major technical level for SMCI to test for this month and maybe the coming few weeks around this zone, the 66 and the 72. Why is that? Because this is the level where we're going to confirm SMCI will go toward the territory of around the $100 or the $96. This one in the big picture, guys. I'm not saying this price will be this month, but would be probably, and if everything went good, this should be the price target or the level that we should go to this year if we have the fundamental right, and of course the earnings and the fundamental were really good and we don't have any surprises from Donald Trump or whatever. So this is where we should have SMCI to go after breaking, of course, nearly around the $58, which is the current resistance. As you see here, we have a lot of turbulence for SMCI. Lately, we have a huge jump down here on the earnings 2024, then a huge jump here to 2025 beginning, then a huge dive down, and then a huge reversal up. However, still we are below the major resistance, which is the 58, which gives us a turning point and confirmation that the price will continue to go higher. Again, we have a lot of turbulence for SMCI. So as you see here, we have a huge jump, huge jump. So even if we pull back next time, we might even pull back to test the white line on the big picture or over the $40. So this is the area that we should hold in the big picture around the 40 and 43. So because if we broke it, yes, will be a major turning point in SMCI trend. But now the trend is still in the bullish side. And in the smaller picture, if we go in the smaller picture, we see that the $50 is the first level that we should hold to confirm that we're going to go toward the 58, which is the turning point in the big picture, and go to the bullish side toward the 66 and beyond. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below, are we going to have the test for the 58 this month or we're not there yet, and we might have a pullback toward the 50 and 48 before we go toward the 58. As everybody knows, because SMCI have a lot of turbulence, it's not gonna go directly there around the 66 before testing a new support or a resistance before that. So let me know in the comment section below, and don't forget to join us on our Discord and Patreon, where we discuss SMCI and other stocks live, because yesterday we traded many stocks and one of them was Johnson Johnson, which jumped after the earnings today pre-market, and we discussed this one yesterday, and of course the price went over the 163, and of course the earnings season is coming up. A lot of stocks are reporting earnings this week and the next week especially. So join us, guys, and the link comes below if you want to have access to those updates. Thank you for watching, and see you by tomorrow.